Hello, everyone. My name is Mariela Paulino, and I am the founder of Project Hearing. And today I am going to talk very briefly about my intentions for the month of October. So October is a month of change, of transformation. Summer is passing us by. We are about to go into October, fall. That cozy weather. But what we're going to talk about today is that if you've been following my content, you probably know that I have a hearing disability. And if you did not know, now you know. So I have a hearing disability and I use something called a Cochlear implant. If you do not know anything about Cochlear implants, you can find more information by going to this video that I have here. The link is going to be included below. But anyway, I love AirPods. I think AirPods are an incredible little invention. I remember somebody making a joke a few years ago that if somebody, like from the past ended up just walking into October 1st, 2021, and they just walk down the street, they would think that like, oh my God, is that person a cop? Because, now everybody has AirPods. Basically how this works is that you put it in your ear and you're able to just, have a conversation with someone like that, listen to music. However, my ears don't work. I am totally deaf in this ear. I use something that's called a cochlear implant. And again, you can look up what the cochlear implant is if you don't know what it is. But essentially what it needs to happen is that this is how I hear this little piece of technology. This is the microphone. So sound, this is like where sound travels to. This is my ear. So basically, I need to figure out a way to get my ear to listen to the sound coming in from the AirPod, which I currently obviously cannot do because the design just doesn't make sense. So this is the left side. I'm going to open up my AirPod and I'm going to go to my right side. So let me show you guys the difficulty here. So microphone, this is, to me, this is this. This is my microphone. So I need to be able to take my AirPod and connect it. But that doesn't make sense because the microphone's out. The sound's not really connecting to the microphone. So anyway, I came up with this idea a couple months ago, like in the beginning of the year, actually, that was like, oh my God, maybe if I create like a silicone mold around the microphone, it would totally work. And it totally did. And I came up with the very first prototype. So you can see the whole video for that here. And that was so cool. But just like with any product, having an idea is not enough. You have to actually be consistent, which is exactly what I'm doing now. So I'm going to be creating a Kickstarter so that I can actually get that product to market. I also put out a call to 3 individuals on Instagram. So let's see. These people are, let's see, Microsonic Ear Molds, Dr. J, the Hearing Doc, and Advanced Bionics. And these are the people that I'm targeting because Microsonic Ear Mold, it was actually one of my followers that told me about this product. And this is actually our conversation. And she basically said, I know you were trying to use impression material a while ago to get this effect, because I was, and this was in the beginning of the year. But anyway, I'm done talking about it. Let's do something about it. So I am putting together a Kickstarter for that product. And I want you to go ahead and make a donation because we need money to execute. We need money to actually manifest dreams. And talking about dream manifestation, a year ago, I committed to writing a book. And Catarina Rivera and I wrote a book. You have to go ahead and get the book at this link. It is just a fantastic work of art. So go ahead, get your book. If you have feedback, we would love to hear any thoughts you have on it. Get your book. We have a foreword by the incredible Kemuel Arroyo, who is the MTA Chief Accessibility Officer. He is just such an incredible person. And he wrote the intro and it's just fantastic. So I mean, honestly, just phenomenal. There's that. So I encourage all of the technivists in the group, go ahead and get your copy of our 32 tools for hearing accessibility, a practical guide for people with hearing disabilities and their allies. It is going to be the best $20 that you spend. We are also taking donations. So if you want to make a donation to the book, donate to our Chicas Talk Disability page, make sure that you follow that link. I also want to let all of you know about the full-time job that I have as the Director of Marketing and Communications for Knowbility. That is really where I spend most of this mental energy that goes 100 miles an hour. Knowbility is really an incredible organization. They do all of this incredible work around accessibility and making the web accessible for people with disabilities, because a single line of code, as people say, a single line of code is not going to fix the accessibility issues of your website. It's kind of like closed captioning and artificial intelligence. The captions that you see at the bottom of this screen are never going to be, I mean, maybe never say never. But right now, artificial intelligence is not yet at the level, just like the captions are not at that level. And so overlays should be seen as something that you should do only if you cannot do more. Like if you have the budget, if you have the team, if you have the expertise to get a dedicated team of people to build a website for you, build a website for you, like you should absolutely 100% invest in that. We are actually having our annual accessibility internet rally, which is such an incredible event. I am going to give you all the liberty to read more about that below. But anyway, there's that. They do really, really incredible work there. And I feel like coming into Knowbility is kind of coming into the best version of myself. So Knowbility is just an incredible organization that does really incredible work. Check them out, follow them, because I am doing their marketing for them. So it would be lovely to see how this audience is really following me there. But anyway, I also want to let all of you know that if you are interested in learning more about how I caption my video content, like how am I able to do this, I encourage you all to check out a video that I made a few months ago on how to caption your content using Kapwing. It is one of my favorite tools ever. And I just love the work that they do. It is one of my favorite accessibility tools. You should absolutely check them out. And you should absolutely check out the link that I have for them below. And then what else do we have? The Project Hearing newsletter, make sure that you follow us. I am going to try to do these emails more consistently. I want to invite everyone. I need volunteers. I need a staff team to help me get Project Hearing off of the ground. If you are interested in volunteering with me for Project Hearing as I grow my own business, that would be lovely. You can email me at hello@projecthearing.com. And if you are interested in the work that is happening with Knowbility, we have volunteer positions available. I am constantly looking for new opportunities to work with incredible individuals as part of my full-time role. So you can apply to be a volunteer and work with the marketing team. There are also some incredible opportunities. So we have video production that's happening there. We have other paid opportunities like in the accessibility team, we have other opportunities with our development director. I mean, there's just so much opportunity to grow. And I was told early on in my role that it is a very small but mighty team. And honestly, that is so true, because the work I am doing, we have a very limited team. And yet I wake up every Monday morning excited to start the week. And I love Monday. And these are people who are very, very passionate about creating an accessible future. So just really, really cool to be able to see all of that manifest. And then October 1st is National Disability Employment Awareness Month. For Knowbility, we are putting a 31-day campaign together, where we will be sharing one tip every day to make sure that you are making a commitment to being an ally for the month of October for people with disabilities in celebration of hashtag NDEAM or hashtag ND. That's how I'm calling it, ND. But anyway, that is what is up right now. It has been a pleasure to get to this point with all of you. It's just, oh my goodness, you've got to take those moments sometimes when you're just moving through time and space and you really recognize that the time is passing and you just got to absorb it. So anyway, I'm really excited about the fourth quarter of the year. Let's kick butt. Go forth and prosper. This is Mariela Paulino, making the future accessible with you every single day. I will talk to you next Friday.